Acura's high-performance legacy continues with the latest version of its NSX supercar, and it's exactly the high-voltage supercar that Honda's luxury brand needs. With weight-saving construction, a hybrid powertrain that has 3 electric motors and a mid-mounted twin-turbo 3.5-liter V6 making a combined output of 573 horsepower, the NSX offers pulse-pounding acceleration paired with everyday usability. Despite the use of the Porsche 911 Turbo or the McLaren 570s. The NSX was intended to be the daily driver supercar, and with that as its mission it mostly succeeds. Its ride is comfortable for urban commuting, the cabin is comfortable and spacious, outward visibility is good, and it's easy to maneuver into tight parking spaces. Interior fit and finish is good, but some obvious part sharing with lesser Acura models lends a slightly down-market appearance in a car that starts at more than $150,000. The same can be said for the infotainment system, which not only is shared with its stablemates but is also woefully outdated and unintuitive. Cargo space is limited, the sole misstep in Acura's plan to build a daily drivable supercar, and the NSX provides room for just one carry-on suitcase. That aside, if you're looking for a flashy, fast, and functional sports car, the NSX checks all those boxes. Although Acura has no one to blame but itself for not evolving the NSX consistently since the now 28-year-old pioneering original, it still seems slightly unfair that every discussion of the revived second generation of its mid-engine supercar is colored so intensely by the old car. When Ferrari rolled out its 488 GTB, after all, there was no deep dissection of how it compares to its early 1990s contemporary, the 348. But, without continual change, the world is right to wrestle with the question of what a modern NSX should be, even if the old versus new comparison is an impossible one. Although there is one thing that carries over from the original, the Berlina black paint color, the forward view in a mid-engine supercar will probably never be so panoramic again, A-pillars will never again be so spindly, and the cowl so low. Nor will a supercar ever again come with a mechanical odometer or a tape deck. Get over it. If you like the original NSX so much, buy one. This writer does, and did just that. At best, the supercar buying public seems to be confused by this latest hybridized rendition of the NSX and, at worst, underwhelmed. In the 2 years it's been on sale, Acura has moved just under 1,000 units in the United States, less than a quarter of the number of 1991 and 1992 models sold. Today what's flying off of shelves 4 times faster are the McLaren 570s and 570 GT. To show off the small changes made to the NSX for 2019, Acura ferried us, and a couple of Ohio-built 2019 NSXs, the nearly 6,000 miles to Japan's rural northernmost Hokkaido prefecture to sample them at its Takasu Proving Grounds. There, Honda tests everything from supercars to snow blowers and lawn mowers. While we were there, a few Miimos were autonomously cutting the grass. The venue was appropriate because, while initial development was led out of Ohio, the baton was passed to a Japan-based team for the 2019 facelift. The most significant mechanical change is a new standard Continental Sport Contact 6 tire that replaces the Conti Sport Contact 5P in the same 245/35ZR19 front and 305/30ZR20 rear sizes. It's the same tire that helped the Civic Type R deliver a new front drive record at this year's Lightning Lap competition in a heady 1.02 GS on the skid pad. The other chassis changes: stiffer anti-roll bars front and rear, and stiffer rear toe-link bushings were done to match the new tire, according to the chassis tuning lead engineer Masafumi Inu. He also readily admits that this far grippier tire, he estimates the improvement at roughly 15%, is almost solely responsible for Acura's claim that the revised NSX is 2 seconds a lap quicker around the Honda-owned Suzuka F1 track. That's where F1 legend Ayrton Senna danced his loafers on the 3 pedals of the original NSX before convincing the engineers to add a couple additional stiffening braces. However, the 2019 car is unlikely to be any quicker than before when wearing dealer-installed Pirelli P0 Trofeo R track rubber, like our 2016 Lightning Lap car did. a dealer-installed option that remains available.